Acknowledging what's broken, the first step to rebuilding. In life, everyone faces moments of feeling lost, overwhelmed, or defeated. The dreams you once cherished may no longer seem attainable. The goals you set for yourself might have drifted far away, and aspects of your life that once felt solid might now appear fractured. But the first and most critical step in rebuilding yourself is recognizing and acknowledging what's broken. Acknowledging brokenness is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your courage and self-awareness. It is often painful because it forces you to confront parts of your life that you've avoided, neglected, or simply chosen to overlook. However, unless you're willing to acknowledge these cracks, you can't begin to fix them. This is a truth we all struggle with. We tend to avoid discomfort, convincing ourselves that things aren't that bad, or that they'll somehow fix themselves with time. But avoiding what's broken only prolongs the pain and prevents growth. Much like a house with a cracked foundation, ignoring the damage will eventually lead to bigger problems down the road. Once you have acknowledged that something in your life isn't working, whether it's a relationship, your career, your health, or your mindset, you give yourself the power to take control. The sooner you face this reality, the sooner you can take steps toward creating a life that is truly fulfilling. Admitting that something is broken is the first and most important step toward transformation. Accepting reality and confronting emotions. Acknowledging what's broken is just the beginning. The next step is accepting the truth and allowing yourself to confront the emotions that come with it. Acceptance is not about giving up. Rather, it is about releasing the resistance you may have toward reality. Many of us try to numb or avoid our emotions, especially when faced with painful truths. But emotions are vital. They are the indicators that something needs to change, and learning to sit with your discomfort, fear, or sadness can be a powerful step toward healing. It is natural to feel overwhelmed by negative emotions when you first confront the areas of your life that are broken. You may feel grief over lost opportunities, anger toward yourself for past mistakes, or anxiety about the future. But these emotions, when acknowledged and processed, become tools of transformation. Trying to avoid or suppress your emotions only leads to more suffering. You might bury your feelings under distractions or convince yourself that you should just move on without really processing the pain. However, emotional avoidance is like covering a wound without cleaning it. It might seem like a solution in the short term, but the wound will continue to fester underneath. Instead, practice sitting with your emotions, letting them come and go like waves. Understand that feeling discomfort is part of the healing process. By doing so, you're not only accepting reality, but also giving yourself the opportunity to heal emotionally and mentally. Letting go of what no longer serves you. Once you've acknowledged what's broken and allowed yourself to confront your emotions, the next step in rebuilding is letting go. Letting go of things that no longer serve you is one of the most challenging yet necessary parts of personal growth. You might be holding on to toxic relationships, unhealthy habits, or outdated beliefs that are no longer aligned with who you want to become. The familiar, even when it's harmful, is often comforting because it's known. But growth requires space, and that space can only be created by releasing the things that are holding you back. Letting go doesn't mean failure. It means you recognize that certain aspects of your life are no longer contributing to your growth or well-being. It's about clearing away the clutter, whether that clutter is mental, emotional, or physical, so that you can create room for something better. The process of letting go can be painful, especially when you're releasing things that were once important to you. But when you cling to something that no longer brings you happiness or fulfillment, you're holding yourself back from reaching your true potential. Whether it's letting go of a relationship that has run its course, a job that drains you, or a habit that no longer serves your health, you must release the old to make way for the new. Letting go is an act of courage and self-compassion. It's an acknowledgement that you deserve more than what you've settled for. Rebuilding through awareness and learning. Rebuilding isn't about going back to the way things were. It's about creating a new, stronger version of yourself based on awareness and learning. The things that have broken down in your life offer valuable lessons. Mistakes, failures, and setbacks are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones toward a better future. To truly rebuild, you must learn from your experiences. This requires a shift in mindset, from seeing your challenges as failures to viewing them as opportunities for growth. What have you learned from your past? What lessons can you carry forward into the future? Reflect on the choices you've made and the circumstances that led you to where you are now. What would you do differently? More importantly, how can you use these lessons to rebuild a life that aligns with your values and goals? Rebuilding is not about recreating what once was, but about creating something new and better. It's about applying the wisdom gained from your experiences to build a foundation that is stronger, more resilient, and more aligned with your true self. Many people believe that personal transformation requires a complete overhaul of their life. But the truth is that big changes often come from small, consistent actions. It's the little things, done consistently over time, that create lasting and meaningful transformation. Consider the power of daily habits. Whether it's waking up a little earlier to give yourself quiet time in the morning, practicing gratitude each night, or taking small steps toward a healthier lifestyle. These small actions compound over time. The key is to start small. Choose one area of your life where you can make a small, manageable change. Maybe it's committing to a 5-minute meditation each day, or setting aside 15 minutes to work on a personal project. Whatever it is, make it small enough that you can't talk yourself out of it. Small actions build momentum. Once you start making small changes, you'll begin to see results. These results, no matter how minor, will motivate you to keep going. It's like planting seeds. At first, the growth may be imperceptible, but with time and consistency, those seeds will grow into something beautiful. When rebuilding yourself, remember that the journey is a marathon, not a sprint. Focus on making steady, small progress rather than trying to overhaul your life overnight. Each small step brings you closer to the person you want to become. A crucial part of rebuilding yourself is developing a clear vision of who you want to be and what kind of life you want to live. Without a vision, you'll find yourself aimlessly wandering, repeating old patterns, and wondering why nothing has changed. Your vision is your guiding star, the thing that pulls you forward when things get tough. It's not just about external success, but about who you want to be internally. What kind of person do you want to become? What values do you want to embody? Take the time to sit down and reflect on your future self. What does that person look like? How do they act? What kind of energy do they bring into a room? What habits do they have? When developing your vision, it's important to focus not just on what you want to achieve, but on the kind of person you want to become in the process. Visualize yourself as someone who is strong, resilient, compassionate, and aligned with their true purpose. This vision will act as your compass, guiding your decisions and actions. It will help you stay focused on what matters most, and it will give you the motivation to keep moving forward even when the path gets difficult. No one can rebuild themselves entirely on their own. While personal growth is ultimately your responsibility, the people you surround yourself with can have a profound impact on your journey. Supportive people are those who believe in you, who uplift you, and who encourage you to keep going when times are tough. They're the ones who remind you of your strength when you forget, and who celebrate your victories no matter how small. Take stock of the people in your life. Are they helping you grow, or are they holding you back? Are they aligned with your vision for the future, or do they keep you anchored to the past? Surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better, who support your goals, and who respect your boundaries. At the same time, be willing to distance yourself from relationships that drain your energy or keep you stuck in old patterns. Rebuilding yourself requires a supportive environment, and that means cultivating relationships that nourish your growth rather than hinder it. Having a strong support system can make all the difference in your journey. Whether it's friends, family, or a mentor, these individuals provide emotional support, offer valuable insights, and hold you accountable to your goals. They are there to lift you up when you stumble and to cheer you on when you succeed. Rebuilding yourself is not an overnight process. It's a long, winding journey that requires patience, consistency, and faith in the process. There will be moments when it feels like you're not making any progress, when the changes you're working towards seem distant and unattainable. But trust that every small step you take is bringing you closer to your goals, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Consistency is key. It's not about making huge leaps every day, but about showing up for yourself, day in and day out, no matter how small the action. Over time, these small, consistent actions will add up to something significant. Trust the process and trust yourself. Know that you have the strength and resilience to overcome challenges, and that growth often happens in the most unexpected ways. There will be setbacks, but they are not the end of the journey. They are simply part of the process. Stay patient, stay consistent, and keep moving forward. You are rebuilding yourself one step at a time, and with each step, you are getting closer to the person you were always meant to be. Through small, consistent actions, you can create big changes in your life. By developing a clear vision of your future self and surrounding yourself with supportive people, you can stay motivated and focused on your path. And by practicing patience and consistency, you can trust that you are moving in the right direction, even when progress feels slow. This journey is not easy, but it is worth it. Each day is an opportunity to rebuild, to renew, and to become the best version of yourself. Trust the process and know that you have the power to create the life you desire.